Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world today. Welcome. We are getting our Final Fantasy stream finally underway here this morning. We're playing Stormblood. We just got started with the main story last time, and we're going to be progressing through today. All right, that should do it. I think we're ready here. Anyways, how you doing today? I hope things are going all right for you. Let's see, we did our introductory quests to Stormblood last stream, and it looks like we're getting ready to take on some more content here. So let's get going. Got to go speak with Pippin here today. Where's he gonna be? Oh, well, he's down the other way. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We'll just attract the attention of, I guess, every tree out here. Here we go. Right, let's see. Remind myself here of some of these skills too. Oh yeah, critical hit rate. That could be handy. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. And we got some cutscenes coming up here, it looks like. 63 cap.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Rhalgr's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Give them no quarter!
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine! He'll take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty. Ah, a magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
How? Yashala!
Hold the line, Rhalgr! Hold the line!
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught.
Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able, saving lives.
If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Oh, things are looking a bit grim, aren't they? Let's see. I suppose I can... Oh, I can. Cool.
It's all over now!
Alright, others need us. Well, let's get moving. Yep, Alice is with me. There's some armor. We want to take care of that. Sorry about that, Kryl. That's all of them there. There we go.
For the glory of the flames!
Okay. Let's go, LSA.
Rebel scum! What took you so long? Alphano, I need your help! My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
As one!
Be gone! Give me something to remember. Yeah.
Those trees out of my way. Well, this doesn't look good. That looked very bad.
Don't stop now.
Haha, broke your blade.
Pathetic.
Seven hells.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lass?
Well enough. Next time he'll pay.
Aye. I do not doubt it.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Ooh, Warrior of Light got scolded.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Well, got our butts kicked on that for sure. Man, let's see here. You did well, Anne. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. All right. At least we can take heart in that, I guess. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Level 65 now. And we're at level 61 quests. See to the wounded, and if they live, help them. If not, move on. Okay, well, let's aid the wounded then. Oh, poor Meffred. No, Meffred. Meffred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. Oh, he goes all the way back to Quarry Mill with us. He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You'd best take it to Conrad. Yeah, I'll do that. Man, I feel bad about losing Meffred like that. Not the most sanitary, riding a chocobo into the hospital, I guess. Monago, Meffred, where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Meffred was a worrier, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not for the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never was, there never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can but do our best, as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not. And they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him, is all. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. And if you're just joining us, welcome. Happy to have you here while we chat and enjoy the story together here. Just got our butts kicked by Xenos here in Rhalgr's Reach, but we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to keep moving on, see what we can do from here on out. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you're free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. So anyway, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing good this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Lieutenant Adventurer, Marshal Tarapin said you might have something for me. Yes, I do. Here's some medical supplies. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Y'shtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Krile. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrade's health allows. To Castrum Oriens. And they should just put all the sick in a, everybody together in one big party, do a teleport, and then everybody will go there quickly. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Belladina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castrum Oriens. Understood. We will go and speak with General Alden. Looks like we got a piece still over there. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaways to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castrum Oriens. We can discuss our path forward there. All right, well, see what's going on over there then. Krile is with Y'shtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Krile says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we would have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when that Skulls commander cut down Mefred. A single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. Gods help me, if I ever... No, not now, not while the general's waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing two provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Al Amigo has suffered enough.
Right. Get popped over here for just a moment. Here we go. Well, about to finish another quest here. Let's see, it goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task. And Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. Hey, good morning, Jules World. Welcome. How are you doing today? Thanks for dropping in. We're playing through Stormblood here. We just started last stream, continuing on here. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. We'll kick back and, enjoy yourself with us, and hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are there. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Authard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I gotcha. All right. No problem, just online. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well. Issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arenvald and the others? Yes, Alphanode, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. Oh, I would not dream of it. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Jules World. We appreciate that. Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then, sister, Anne, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Lominsa. And that's where we shall head then. Looking forward to working with you. Well, we're happy to have you here. Thank you for checking us out today. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, where is Alphino here? Yeah, looks like he's just upstairs. Get my mouse focused over there so I can do stuff. Tataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So, we're going by sea after all. Is Merlwyb lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Ah, speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. I know you. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances, such as... And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from gods-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law as set forth by our indefatigable Keeper of the Peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has to come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor Count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Evil Tataru. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane and Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Alright, let's see what's next here. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Knights seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm. Yeah, we got to see the evil Tataru there for a moment. Ooh, more gear. Alright, and these... Oh, that's 255. I think that's what we've got now. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with them. What of Anne and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Anne. Yeah, that'll just be more gear that's the same as our introductory dancer gear. Same eye level, same stats. Alright, let's see. Revenant's Toll. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around at the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? Right. We'll go in and talk to them then. There's one. Hey, Home. You are truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. And Higiri. Greetings, Anne. What brings you to the toll this eve? What? You are for Doma? Heavens! You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under the tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. In Hozan. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. Yeah, can you tell me about your homeland, please, and what's going on? That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nagai clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men and Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Kyan, has become a den for Garlean dogs. Okay, time to report. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Asgardians, but anyway. Did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Huh? Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us to dinner, of course. I hope they do. Right. No point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa Lominsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. And that's what we shall do. Back to Limsa. And let's see, they are down by the Arcanists Guild, I believe. Alphino. You are returned, Anne. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I am eager to hear all, though that can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Right, let's do that. All set, lass? I'll see you to the ship, if so. Yeah, let's board the Misery.
"12 be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late."
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Just had this in my back pocket.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier. which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You're needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, go see what this is all about. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appeared to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them. Things the lad saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive? An adjective, for example? Sea-wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous! Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse: to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. I assure you the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lisa and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. And I believe you would be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. Yeah, leave it to me. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Siren Song C, and that's a regular duty. Alright, we'll have to queue up for that one. But I think I'm going to jump data centers first before we do that. So we have a more populated data center, actually. I'm going to just head over to Ul'dah and handle it there. Let's see. Alright, so we'll go to a brief intermission here while we change data centers before we queue up. Okay, we'll be right back. We're going to log out, switch data centers, and then resume. Here we go. Looks like the data center jump is successful. All right, we are back. All right, so we'll get queued up now for that. Siren Song C. Wait time about 7 minutes or so. Okay, that's not too bad. See, anything we could try in the meantime? We've got some hunt law or some clan marks we could do, I guess. Anything we could go get there? Sea of Clouds, some Dalmals. We can head over there, see if we can get some of those. See if we can remember where some dolmens are along here. Oops, there we go. Good, that was fast. All right, well, let's go do this then. Just waiting on the healer to accept. There we go. Yeah, upgraded our fan dance. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get in there. Advance. More virgin tears. Alright. Morbid retreat. Alright, that's fine. I gotta get my dance steps back up here. More virgin tears. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's see here. This is a good angle. Retreat, so I will turn away. Pointed just a little bit wrong there. That's all. We're gonna do it again, it looks like. Let's see, which way? We're gonna do retreat. Alright, I'm gonna face this way. Let's go. There we go. That was a pretty good group. I got a player commendation out of that too.
Thank the 12!
Everything here would appear to be in order. Good. Repairs should be completed by the time we return to the Misery, whereupon we shall resume our journey without further delay.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
I remember the sea, the smell of the salt, and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane. The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othard, from Doma. all the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Awesome. Finally in Kugane. There's a Falcon Porter right there. I'll go ahead and tag him. Alright. Congratulations! You now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. And what do these look like? Kind of interesting. Alright, we'll drop them in our armory chest. And we're leveled up again. Wow, already level 67 with this Road to 80 buff that's on. And only level 61 quest in the story here. I can only imagine how far ahead we'd be if we stuck to our original job back in A Realm Reborn. We were already terribly over-leveled by the time we switched jobs for Heavensward. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home, with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Carvalane, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first travelers seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gozetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Othard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course! Surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart. Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Right then, to the hostelry? After you.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Awesome. Okay, let's see what's next here. And you must be an adventurer. Slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I knew it. May I say, what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. If you would be so good as to follow me. Oh, first of all, let's see, let's grab this little aetherite down here first. Get my mouse pointer back. go ahead and make that a favored destination. Let's see, we can remove Dragonhead now, I think. I like Limsa because we go there a bit. Here we go. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Ten Kanto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Charlie, and yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar, will wonders never cease? Far Eastern Aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune, if you like. We're one step ahead of you there. Oh, what are we getting? Ooh, yeah, good. Good, some jewelry. That'll be nice. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetheryte. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kugane Dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So, in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Yay! Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Kaiten? Pray, allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I'm Kaiten of the Hakuuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean gil are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijin Gai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Ijin, I guess. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So, you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations, after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Sekisagumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though, to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant and his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of Sekisagumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Telegi Adelegi. Well, I'm glad he got a kick out of that. Oh, how I amuse myself, but we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Alrighty then. Let's see what's nearby here. Ha ha ha. And see, before I do that, I think I will grab a couple more Aetherite shards, or Ethernet shards. Now that we're finally in Kugane, we can actually do our crafting and gathering quests, or at least get started on them for the level 62 or 63, whatever they are. When we have spare time, anyways. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. There we go, there's a bracelet for a dancer. Yes, we will take upgrades to our jewelry for sure. There is so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. With a convenient Ethernet shard just outside. At long last we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices. We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, come, right this way.
Our thaumaturgists took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rhalgr Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Right. Well, let's see here. If you're just recently joining us, welcome. We're happy to have you here. We're playing through all of Final Fantasy XIV, doing the main story and Crafters and Gatherers stories as well as we go along. We just got to Kugane. We're in Stormblood, if you couldn't tell. And we're here to chat with you, though, primarily, and enjoy the game together. So if you've got any comments, suggestions, anything that's on your mind, or just let us know how you're doing, just drop them down in the chat. We'll be happy to talk with you about that, too. All right, well, let's see what's going on here with Alphino. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. We already got a piece. We don't need that one for our Black Mage. And still level 61. It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Yay, I would. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alice and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Wow, Ishtola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Anne. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. And I can view the sketch in key items, which I need to do here. All right, let's check it out. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen. That was it. All right, let's see. On our way, we can go grab us some More Aetherites, maybe. I gotta get situated. This is heading north. Alright, yeah, there we go. Yeah, actually. Here to the Aetherite Plaza. And yeah, then the last one should be over here at the hostelry. Here we go, got all the Ethernet shards here. Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Oh, what is that in your hand? It is an awesome sketch by Alphino. You seek this aura and this Rogaden, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons, past or present. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Seke Segumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there's naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotokaze, was it? So, let's see. Yeah, just over there at the hostelry. Oh yeah, let's pick up our clan hunt. Clan hunt unlock here. You there! Hi, you! You look to be a strong one. I'm Estrald of Clan Centurio. Tell me, have you any interest in joining the hunt? Just a moment. You are a newly made member of Clan Centurio, are you not? Anne, was it? Aye, I knew it! I've heard your name from good Ardalain. To hear him tell it, you're quite the hunter. But if there is truth to that, then tell me, why are you yet but a fledgling huntswoman? Mayhap you've made an ill name for yourself. No reverence for authority, trouble getting on with others? No matter, the hunt will solve all your worries and woes, kill your quarry and redeem your reputation. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. There is no need for fanciful or flowery explanations. Simply hunt, 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 and hunt some more. The more monsters that die by your hand, the the more the clan will hold you in high esteem. Heed the call and prove yourself. Ha, just talking of the hunt sets my blood to surging. No doubt you care to know more, for how could you not? Go and see wow, how do you say that? Wulveva, outside the Shiokaze hostelry. She will tell you all you need to know. Off with you then. Yeah, I think they must have just, I don't know, face rolled their keyboard on that one for sure. Estrald sent you, did she? So, you are the one of our clan named Anne. Well met, sister. I am Wulveva, and like Estrald, I am a veteran member of Clan Centurio. The clan hunt board here in Kugane is under my keeping. I confess, I am shocked to hear an adventurer who has made such a name for herself as you has yet to rise in our ranks. What evils have you done to stay your climb? Oh, I'm in the wrong, am I? Well, this much I know to be right. For a savage such as yourself to languish in our lowest ranks is a waste, not often seen in Clan Centurio. And so, by the power vested in me by Clan Centurio, I grant you the right to undertake 1-star veteran clan mark bills. See them done in number, and one day you too will find yourself among the Centurio elite. Heed this advice, do not mock the single star. The strength and ferocity of your prey will be far greater than others you've known before. Hunt bold, but hunt wary. Alright, veteran clan hunts. And since we're high enough level, we can unlock more. Gods be good. It is not every day I see one as strong as you pass by. I am Estrald of Clan Centurio, and I invite you to take part on our hunt. Yeah, we just got through talking. Ah, but I know your face. Aye, you are the Firebrand, the one whose ways have kept her from rising through our ranks. Anne, was it not? It has been some while since last we met. Your eyes have changed, and that for the better. I'd venture you've had your share of grazes with death since then. Aye, the 1-star bills are no longer fit for you. Go and speak with Wulveva. See if the clan will not issue you bills more suited to one of your abilities. For as the hunter grows, so too must the hunt. Go well, friend. Alright, Wulveva. Tell us more. You must be Anne. Estrald told me to expect you. She mentioned it was time you tried your hand at a 2nd star. It would seem she's taken quite a liking to you, and rightly so. Estrald has always fawned on strong women. I suppose there's no faulting her for that. So be it. I will see to it our 2 stars are at your disposal. But you would do well to know the difficulty will be far greater than 1-star hunts you've seen. Prepare yourself. Alright, well, thanks for the tip. And got 2 stars. And we can do even more, it looks like. Well, if it isn't our good Anne, come closer. Let me see for myself how far you've come since last we met. Like 30 seconds ago. Just as I expected. You look a deal stronger than before. The hunt has been good to you, and you to it, I hope. The time has come for you to set out on ever more dangerous hunts. The 3 stars await you. Go and speak with Wulveva once more. May the gods see fit to see you back alive. Take care on the hunt, lest you become the hunted. So, Estrald tells me you are ready for our 3-star hunts. You should know, to suggest such a thing is a great show of confidence in your ability. Very well, I will trust her in this. Our 3-star mark bills are yours to undertake. But know that no words of warning will suffice. The monsters you hunt are no normal beasts. They are hellish, unrelenting. You must know well that both you and they are capable of before you face them. Here we go. Now we got 1, 2, and 3 star bills. We'll go ahead and pick those up. And we can just knock them out as we run across them going through the story for now. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Have you seen these two people? Ah, an RE shinobi and a Rhalgr samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? The doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see. And you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifferent and callous, some might call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotokaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we finish, all right? Good luck. Looks like they're all down there. Yeah. We'll track down some captains and see what the scoop is here. There's one down there. Another here. You seen these people? Passengers? No. We no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? If it is women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Let's see, can I jump down here? Yeah. Yes, a Rhalgr gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. There's the last one. You ask me if I have seen this RE woman and this Rhalgr samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radzit-Han. It would be an unreasonable detour. Alright, so back to Lys then. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. That's right. And we're getting a sketch. See, and my chocobo saddlebag is full. Okay, I'm getting low on space. I'm gonna have to dump some stuff eventually. It's probably a trap. And this will be also level 255, or eye level 255. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Indeed we might. What? What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lys, and this is Anne. We're looking for some friends of ours. Here's a picture. I see, I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasogare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? It's about time our luck changed. Alphino and the others will be thrilled. I suppose so. So let's go back to the Ruby Bazaar. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? That would be an affirmative. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver in to Othard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. We found a talking fish. So, this Kyoto claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri? How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Kyoto and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Kyoto claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine. You may be right about him, but if Kyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are. And if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So, if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, the Sekisugumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Okay, Dad. To review, Lise, Anne, and I will meet with Kyoto as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Kyoto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisugumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Kyoto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! here we go, another glowing event point. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Anne. Something smells fishy.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
You got that right.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Ah!
We're going fishing.
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
As expected, the Sekizagumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. And we're going to use smoke bombs. And mission fail if we attack the Sekizagumi. And there's our handy smoke bombs. Well, thought I hit the smoke bomb, but I guess I didn't. Well, there we go. There we go. I got the control down for that. A short Oops, he's gonna see me. Everything's gonna be all right.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kugane. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me! They cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei Gumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, Most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Alright, well, we're having some camera troubles here, it looks like. Something's frozen up. I'll take a quick look here. See if we can figure out what's going on with that. Not sure what's going on, but we'll try to figure something out. Let's try restarting our camera here. Alright, well, we'll take a short intermission then while we work on that. Be right back as soon as we can figure something out, or just move on, one or the other. All right, well, I think that's got us going again for now. Appreciate your patience, certainly, but we're back and see where we go next with this particular story. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. Agreed. Right then, Kyoto should be coming round soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Yeah, and Wind-Up Emmerich agrees. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No, no more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So, what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly. No. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisegumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in the custody of the Sekisegumi, I only need see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise Ann and I joined you. All right, but what about Gyodo? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order? Then let us be off. The Sekisegumi barracks are to the north. Yeah, let's get over there. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. All right, so let's wait. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? waiting and more waiting. Waiting. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it. Right, Anne? That's right. Right. Everything's fine, probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen.
How about you?
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai!
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh! This is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required. Nothing else that's coming on there. Let's see, we got yeah, those pants we got were kind of interesting. Let's see, where are they? Yeah, the Gagna skin chaps. Yeah, and the gloves.
those are the same eye level. I'll wear those. I don't think I got any boots though yet, did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, I did get some. We'll just... No body piece though yet, I think. Yeah, maybe that's the next one. Get a body piece for that. Alright, well, Gosetsu, what's going on here? Once more to the Ruby Sea. Finally, level 62. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what a fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tataru are waiting for us there. Gosetsu! Thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You vile fiend! Malevolent trickster! How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Oh, forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So, you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army unto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then, one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him, I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of her people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not. Alphino's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak? Come now, brother, a competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Ah, there, Alphino. Soroban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Yeah, he's right down there. All right. Well, this is where we will leave it for today. We're not going to continue further. We need to end the stream for now. But I hope you'll consider joining us again next time. Tomorrow we'll be playing Infinite Undiscovery hard mode. We're continuing our quest for obtaining at least one of every item in the game to get the compulsive achievement for that one. But we'll resume Final Fantasy XIV in 2 days on Thursday. So I hope you all will join us then. Let me look for a Twitch stream we can raid here, and we'll send folks over that way. One moment here. Let's see who's good here. Let's check things out. Alright, we'll jump over to another Final Fantasy stream here. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world.